boys and girls. Who is coming in first? What am I doing?
In this video, we are gonna show you guys 6 most magical, unforgettable, stunning chateaus and castles we've visited recently. We are going to start with the only 3 water castles in the Czech Republic, which makes them even more special. The first one is Červená Lhota. This former Gothic fortress was transformed into a Renaissance chateau by a famous owner of this estate, a knight called Cabo. This place is surrounded with many legends. Once upon a time, there was a woman who lived in the castle. She did not believe in anything and wasn't nice to anyone. On a hot summer day, she went to open the window and somehow fell. People thought that she was surely taken by the devil for all of her evil deeds. They did not mourn her for too long, but what they were bothered by were the bloodstains that apparently were left on the pristine white facade of Červená Lhota. Back then, the whole castle was white. They tried washing them off. It did not work because the next day they returned. They tried using soap, but that didn't help either. And eventually the inhabitants of the castle got tired of them and made the only sound decision in this case. They colored the whole thing red. And that's why Červená Lhota is red nowadays. The last family who lived here was Schönberg-Hartensteins. I hope I pronounced it correctly. And we went to see the attic where their children had their apartments. Listening to all the stories of their kids' many adventures in the estate reminded me of Peter Pan, and the picturesque setting of Červená Lhota indeed made their childhood magical, even though their toys look very creepy nowadays. Alright, on to the next one. The next castle we are visiting is Švihov Castle. Švihov Castle comes straight from a fairy tale, not only because it's one of the only Gothic castles that was preserved till today, but also because it was featured in many famous movies, notably Czech fairy tale about Cinderella. And while we are going on a tour through Švihov Castle, I will share a story with you. One of the legendary founders of this castle, Puta Švihovský, took me a long time not to laugh while saying his name, was known as an educated man, but also as a cruel master. When Puta found out that the priest from his chapel was gambling, he decided to punish him by walling him in the chapel. But Puta miscalculated the size of the priest, and the priest's bum ended up sticking out. Our tour guide told us that this stone is the above-mentioned bum of the unfortunate priest. She also told us that if you stick your finger through his bum hole and hit the wall, you can make a wish. I mean, I'm not sure it works like that every time you do it, but why not? No one from our group wanted to do that except me. And no, I did not smell my finger afterwards. It is time to go elsewhere. Alright, Pom Pom, bring me to Blatna. We are finally in our castle number 3, Blatna. By the way, my private hobby horsing lessons are going very well. Thank you for asking. Next one is Blatna. Blatna was probably the only castle that we've been to where the tour of the interiors was outshined by the visit to a park. But about that in a second. The castle itself dates back to 13th century and is connected to mysterious Knights of Templar, who, according to a legend, buried their treasure in the walls. But considering how many reconstructions had followed, if there was anything hidden there, it would have been discovered already. But hey, this is the only castle in today's video that is still inhabited by the aristocratic family that owned it originally, Hildbrand family. But there is something else that attracts people to Blatna.
So now we are entering the park. We've been told on the tour that there are around 60 to 70 deer that live here permanently, as well as a number of peacocks and 4 alpacas. I hope they're hungry, because we have something for them. Boys and girls, who is coming in first? Are you hungry? I'm already doing the voice. I'm doing the voice now. Oh yes, hello. Oh, hello, 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 hello. You're cute. Do you want to eat? Do you want to eat?
But you have to give him from your farm.
Oh, what? Really?
He's gonna take it off. He's gonna take it off.
I love it.
In case you couldn't tell by my terrified face, the deer are much bigger in person and also much smellier and stronger.
You have to give him from your...
I don't want to do it. What's up? No mam nic. Okej, ja nic nie mam. Slibuję, slibuję. Okej. Yeah, but okay, maybe just put it on the ground. Oh god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, more are coming. Just put it on the ground. Just put it on the ground. God, they're enormous. Ne, to je kamera, to je kamera, to je kamera, to je kamera.
There was a little child that was holding a piece of bread. It was his snack. But the deer didn't think so. Fortunately, his mom was nearby. Our next magical castle is for history buffs, because it was the last home of Franz Ferdinand and his family. If you don't know who that is, it's time to pick up a history book about First World War.
We have arrived to Konopiste. Well, not yet. We have to walk 40 minutes to get to the chateau. Vata was just commenting on how easy it is to get around Benešov, because they have one site, which is the goal of our journey today, and that's the chateau. And they have the sign for it everywhere. Literally everywhere. On every corner, it is there. We've been cheated, you guys, because it looks like you can walk through here, but you actually can't, because it just looks like a fake gate. But probably you can walk around it. Look. You have to try again, maybe it's like in Harry Potter. You just have to keep bumping into it up until it opens. But no, actually, it's this optical illusion that they've created in Konopiste. And look at it.
Shit, this is like a survival game.
Yeah, wow. It's like... Cross it! Alright.
Well, good luck to us.
Yeah, wish us luck! So this is where we need to be. And I guess we are somewhere here. We have a tour actually at 11. Right now it should be 9:30 or something like that. So we have a lot of time to explore. If you have been to Czech Republic, you know that when you have a tour that starts at, let's say, 11, you need to be there 10 minutes early at least, because they really start on time and sometimes even a little bit earlier. So if you arrive like 2 minutes to 11, they might be already gone. So we have to be there ahead of time. And for now, let's explore all of that. Excited?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm very excited. They have a message.
Oh, they have a message.
Secret message. Yeah, somebody wrote it here. In the name of large Sepfofeta, there will be a large comment. Svistan Hvostov.
Svistan Hvostov. You heard it first here, guys. We are almost there. Here you can see the opening hours of the castle. April to October daily, except Monday, and then November, Saturday and Sunday. We will for sure come back to the park a little bit later, after the tour and maybe after lunch, because this park used to be the hunting ground. They have a lot of animals here. We've seen pheasants, and there's a peacock over there, which scared me because it flew from the tree onto the ground, and it's pretty large and in charge.
We highly recommend the tour of the private apartments of Franz Ferdinand. We learned a lot, but unfortunately couldn't film any of it. But let me tell you, I had the feeling Franz Ferdinand was going to come in any second. That's how well preserved everything was. And shout out to the guide, he was amazing. The nearby park also had a lot of animals. Fortunately, this time there was a fence between me and the deer.
Well, we are eating now. The food looks amazing. Look at it. It's kind of awkward because we already met many pheasants in the park. So it's like, I see you and I will eat you later. But I think it's gonna be very tasty. Oh yeah, and fun fact, on the menu it said that this dish might have pieces of pellets. This, in case you don't know how it looks like, because I didn't. Because it is freshly shot, just for us.
Dobrou chuť.
Yummy, yummy, yummy. Our lovely guide told us that Franz Ferdinand was an avid collector of things. There was a huge collection of pocket watches and other things, vases, plates, everything. He was bringing robes, he brought kimonos from his trip to Japan. It's basically a treasure box, this chateau. But one thing that I found fascinating is this. It is an anchor, which apparently comes from Napoleon's ship. I was just thinking how interesting it must have been to grow up here, because you have this huge chateau, you have a forest all around you, everywhere, and you also have this pond. When I say pond, I imagine usually something pretty small, but this is massive. This is more of a lake. The kids would sail the lake. Ferdinand got them a small ship. They would dress as sailors and they would sail on the lake for like 3 days, and they called it Around the World. Sail around the world. How do you say that? Yeah, it was for sure an idyllic childhood, which was very abruptly cut.
Our second to last castle was on my bucket list for the longest time. It is called Loket. Loket is a Gothic castle. It is very well preserved as well. And I think a lot of you will love it because you can visit a torture chamber and learn about different medieval punishments there. We are gonna release a video about it, so make sure to subscribe and tune in for the next video. Our last but definitely not least place to recommend is Želeby Chateau. Želeby Chateau was a big surprise as it turned out to be one of the most well-preserved sites we've ever visited, with thousands of historical relics collected from all over by the last owners, the Auersperg family. Notably Vincent Auersperg, who together with his wife were a 19th century cosplayer couple. Seriously, they rebuilt the whole thing as an old castle, even mimicking the interiors. All of what you see there was actually brought to this castle from other historical castles around Europe. Look at that wallpaper. It is made of deer skin. The revenge is sweet on my lips. Vincent also liked dressing up in medieval armor and reenacting battles with servants. A man was just living his dream. If you are rich and you are not doing that, what are you even doing with your life? Quite miraculously, everything was preserved till today, unlike other castles that were pillaged and rebuilt. And there was also a whole zoo right below the castle with a lot of animals that were rescued in the wilderness. And I fell in love there. You guys, this is who you can meet in Czech nature. It's a wild boar. It would kill me and eat me if we met in person, but now there's a fence between us and we can just look at each other. Has a lot of space, this guy, to dig through. Yeah, they dig through everything, so if you're thinking, oh, maybe I should get one for my garden, this is how your garden will look like after he's done. Oh, there are so many wasps. Oh god. Oh god. Oh no. No. Okay. And there's also a small one, so it's like a wild piggy family. Another reason to visit some of these castles and chateaus is the fact that they have animals here. The live ones, don't mind this guy. For example, here in Želeby, they have the whole kind of zoo, it costs 100 crowns, and you can see some of the birds of prey. There is a fox, there are boars, and of course, white deer. I hope this guy died a peaceful death. He probably did. Thank you so much for watching, guys. We hope you liked this video. Let us know in the comments which castle or chateau would you like to visit, and we will see you in our next one. Bye!